Stranger Things season 3, we need to talk about the thing that happened at the very end.
The thing.
Spoiler alert for the thing that happens at the very end of Stranger Things season 3. Hold for people leaving.
Get out of here. Come back later, though.
What do we think happened to Hopper? Is he dead? He was standing there when the key explodes.
Yeah.
Right. We see other people get incinerated by the key,
not Hopper.
but not Hopper. Is it
I'm
the
of the-
old TV rule of if you don't see a body,
right.
he's not dead? But those other bodies got disintegrated. So
They did. He was close to them, so you would think he would have been disintegrated too. My whole thing with this, okay, here's my thing with that. We have this really powerful moment with Hopper and Elle and the letter that he wrote for her. You see Elle reading Hopper's voice, is narrating. We get like
this is months later.
3 months later, after the end, and we see Hopper in his cabin writing the letter, playing out what he wants to say. Very powerful moment. I watched it with my girlfriend. She was crying. I was crying. Very powerful moment. If he comes back in some way, if he's like a Force ghost, like Obi-Wan or Yoda, that's fine. But if he's like in the upside down somewhere, it's like, woo, hanging out, that's fine. But if he comes back like fully realized human being Hopper, I feel like the impact of that moment is gone. That was a very powerful moment. Because like that was Elle and us as the audience mourning his loss.
Right.
I mourn for Hopper there.
No,
and he's
I
gone.
agree.
I don't
Yeah.
need to see him again.
It was also a big moment for in a season which didn't have a lot of character moments for 11. Like it gave her a beat of like, okay, I can go. Like so much was said about her agency and about who it was. Mike being too overbearing. Did Max know what was best for her? There was a lot of conversation around 11 about her sort of autonomy. And then this letter at the end sort of gives her that sort of like go be your own person, go make mistakes, go whatever the letter was. But yeah, it was a really powerful moment, and it was a really big moment for her as a character too. So like getting that father figure suddenly thrust back in her life in season 4 would be a little strange.
Yeah, it's funny actually when that moment was playing out and you see Joyce staring at him and Hopper's eyes just getting all watery. Exceptional acting on both of their parts. But
to act through that much like computer
A lot of
generated
green.
yeah.
There's probably all green screen behind them.
And I don't even know if Winona Ryder was actually visible. Like
right,
I was just like,
Yeah.
wow,
They shot
I'm
it
getting
on different
choked
days.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Yeah.
But I literally thought in my head, they're gonna Game of Thrones this. Like they're just gonna start killing off like really critical characters. Because I really did not think he was on the chopping board at all. And then that was happening. I was like, wow. So I don't know. It's just like Stranger Things, I thought, was darker and grittier in this season than it has been in the past too. And I think that they were really like going for gut punches, not holding anything back. But we didn't see his body, and you see him look at the gate.
Yeah.
Like that has. I agree with you. Like that was an incredibly poignant scene. And if he came back, I would kind of be like, "Dang, y'all! Like you really got us." You know what I mean? But we didn't see his body. And if anyone could survive over there, it's going to be Hopper.
Yeah, he's
you know what I
tough.
mean?
And not only did we not see his body, we cut back to the spot where he was standing to see like the empty spot where he was standing. So there's no evidence of him there at all. There's no like weird,
No ash.
no ash,
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
He had not been dusted.
Yeah.
But there was that moment where he was looking back and forth between Joyce and between the gate. And so, like, maybe he hopped into the gate, just being like, "Look, I'm gonna die.
Hopper
I might as-
hopped.
Like, maybe I can hopper my way over here into
You
the
with the
gate."
puns today.
Yeah, no,
Hopper hopped.
Hopper hopped.
Straight
yeah.
over there. So maybe he's alive.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
David Harbour is incredible. I'd love to see more of him, but again, he can be over there doing something. But I just don't want to see him like come back, like, "Hey, I'm back.
Yeah.
How's
No,
everybody
I agree
doing?"
with you.
know,
I
I'm
agree
back
with
and
you.
I'm mad about you kissing boys again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, Will already came back. Barb didn't. R.I.P. Barb. So it's like I think Hopper. Yeah,
Well, Will was never gone. That was a fake.
that's
body.
true. That's a
Yeah.
good point. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I will say the other thing about Hopper is like I did not care for Hopper this year.
He was too much.
I didn't like what he was doing, and he didn't have a good enough reason to do it. And the letter brought everything home. If we would have seen shades of the emotion that he had in that letter, like throughout the season, like little bits and pieces of it, like I would have been, he would have been more palatable. Like,
He was
I
an
would have
emotional roller coaster.
I would have
yeah.
understood why he was so angry all the time a little bit better, or if just make that emotion a little more front and center in some of his quieter moments instead of constantly just yelling at everybody for being, annoying, basically.
It's funny you say that though, Clint, because I agree. I was like, what are they doing with Hopper right now? He is obnoxious.
Yeah.
His alcoholism is like, it seemed the worst.
He drinks and drives a lot. It's kind of
dangerous. I was just like,
well, and the
what
scene
is
at the
going
restaurant when he gets
At
stabbed,
Enzo's?
just like
yeah.
So he was a character that I loved so much. And then I was like, why are they pushing me away from him? But in the end, when they showed his emotions for 11 and that amazing letter, I was just like, you know what? He's a human. And that you were talking about the character development, and it's like, isn't it kind of funny that they were kind of pushing us away and really making him look human, having all of these faults and errors, but then in the end, it's like he was there for 11 in a way, and that man suffered a lot, you know. So it was kind of, I agree. There were parts. Oh my, I'm not gonna lie, the part with Alexei, when he like threw the keys out and he was like, he's gonna come back. I was like, oh, shut up. This is dumb.
really wanted him to be wrong.
Yeah,
about
me
that.
too. I was just like, this is stupid. So there was a lot of scenes with him where I was like, what happened to the Hopper that I loved?
Right.
But then I felt like in the end, I was like, all right, he was just human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
he's
that's all we
human-
all are. So
Human for now.
wow.
Wait till he
Host?
he comes back.
Post Hopper.
He comes
Host
back
Hopper.
in season
Yeah.
4 as the Mind Flayer himself.
Oh, snap. That's right.
So those are some of our thoughts about what happened to Hopper at the end of season 3. Be sure to check out our seasons 1 and 2 in 5-minute recaps, as well as our season 3 review written by David Griffin.
Thanks.
Go
Check it out.
David.
go check that out.
I liked
and be sure to subscribe to IGN wherever you like to watch.